Hello everyone and welcome to the Anime Zillia. And today, let's talk about We Never Learn, episode 2 of season 2 today. Now, this episode is full of comedy and Asumi and Kirisu moments. Yes, this episode focuses primarily on these two characters. As I've said in my other reviews, Asumi Koinami is my favourite character from the We Never Learn series. And no, that is not because of her maid outfit, but because of the comedy and the work ethics she brings to this show. I love the teasing that she does in this series, her overall personality and playfulness, and her design makes it into a great character for me. So today's main topic is maid service. And that's right, cleaning and dining, service given to you by a maid. And this time, our maids are Asumi Koinami and Yuiga. Although Yuiga, thankfully, isn't dressed up in an outfit. So, the whole segment is involving these two characters. However, this whole segment is kind of predictable after you find out who the first client is, to say. But nevertheless, it was very enjoyable to watch. Now, when I say you can guess the others, it is very kind of linear. Because who else are you going to have and who else are you going to see in this show? Apart from the main cast that we already know. They're not going to give us some random old lady right off the bat, are they? Or people that we don't really care about that we can't get a reaction from. So, keeping it predictable wasn't necessarily the worst way they could have done it. Because, like I said, it was still a very enjoyable part of the episode, even if you could guess who was coming up next. So then, let's talk about them. The people that came up in topic are... Not that one. Not that one. This one! Hooray, I found the right image. Right, so we have Asumi Koinami and Yuiga on their scooter, and the first customer of the day is Miss Kirisu. And we all know what a clean freak Miss Kirisu is. I mean, she even lies about being a clean freak 30 minutes after Yuiga cleans her house. But this is where we see pride from both Kirisu and Asumi Koinami. Kirisu has a pride as a teacher and wishes to hide her clumsiness and messiness from her students and Asumi. As we see Asumi showing pride in her work because she refuses to get paid without doing something. And this for me does kind of resonate on some sort of level because I hate earning money for free. I want to work for my money and make sure I get, what I deserve. If I don't do anything, I don't deserve anything. So, in that regard, I guess we kind of do share the same work ethics. So, I like that about this part of the episode and about the characters on display. Now, one thing to note is that partway through this episode, through this little bit with Miss Kirisu, Yuiga is unable to battle. Because... like I said, she tidied up for 30 minutes straight, making sure Miss Kirisu's house was clean before Asumi Koinami could enter. This actually made me laugh and, it's just a running joke at the end of the day with Kirisu being clumsy and messy. And it continues later on in this episode. So we go back and we find out who the next house is. The next house is Tokumoto Urika. Urika is embarrassed when she sees Yuiga and refuses the service. Instead, she panics and performs all of the duties herself, even cooking a delicious meal for both Asumi and Yuiga to eat themselves. And again, they get paid without doing anything, which annoys Koinami, and I can understand why. But again, we see a lot of embarrassing moments from Urika as a character, especially when it comes to Yuiga, because of her feelings towards him. And this just stays true to her character, and I won't say it made me laugh a lot, but it brought a smile to me, put it that way. Next house, and you guessed it, Furuhashi Fumino. Now, we see a segment with Furuhashi at the beginning of this episode, where she's managed to solve an equation by herself, and she's feeling really happy, and she thinks, right, I've just done something that I couldn't do before, so I can do other things that I can't do, and I'm not good at. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Oh, her cleaning. Yeah. We see her kitchen in a real state after she thinks she can actually clean up, start to cook. Because we all know that she can't cook. And this is why she needs the cleaning service to come out. Because she's super hungry and her kitchen's in an absolute mess. But yet again, she refuses the help of Asumi and Yuiga. Simply because she doesn't want to be embarrassed by the fact that she's really smart and clever, but she's really clumsy and she knows it, and she doesn't want to distort anyone's opinion of herself in other people's minds. So, what does she do? After a bit of arguing with Asumi, she calls Rizu. Rizu comes in and is like, I brought a meal for all of you, and I brought extra for myself, because why not? And, you know, again, the two get paid for doing absolutely nothing. Honestly, I think I'm in the wrong job. I think I should become a maid. No, scrap that. Bad idea. No one wants to see me in a maid outfit. And the reason why you're not seeing me on a webcam at the moment, like you normally would, don't worry, I'm not wearing a maid outfit. Moving on. Now, we see more of Asumi's work ethics as this first part of the episode comes towards an end, as she insists on cleaning Yuiga's house, showing us her hospitality skills with Yuiga himself and his younger siblings. Now, all of this actually shows dedication to her job, and it adds another layer of professionalism to her character. She loves her job, she wants to excel in her job, and she just wants to do it to the best of her abilities. And that, for me, is a great trait to have in just being a person, but also in a character. One of another reasons why I like Asumi as much as I do. Now, there are two things I do want to quickly say about Asumi from the first half of this episode, and I'll be quick with it. And they're one, her scooter design. As you can see up in the top left hand corner, her design is really simple, but is effective, and it works really nicely. And secondly, this pout face. Look at this pout face. Honestly, it's amazing. She's upset because she can't work and she hasn't been able to do any work, but this is her reaction and I absolutely love it. Okay, so moving on to the second half of the episode. Because honestly, this first half of the episode was just great. So then, the second part of the episode. You have is all about memories. And who better to teach us a lesson than Miss Kirisu herself? She starts off by explaining the importance of revising and revisiting what you have learned, as you store things in your short-term memory and you need to kind of develop that and make it into your long-term so you can remember it easier, because remembering things in short-term memory is very difficult. And honestly, you have to feel a bit sorry for Miss Kirisu in this part of the episode, as I personally have trouble with my memory. And seeing her in full clumsy mode with her memory and her sleep issues was hard to watch, but it was still enjoyable as part of the episode, like it wasn't off-putting. But it was also quite ironic considering she flames Furuhashi for sleeping in class, and Miss Kirisu is struggling to keep her eyes open herself in lesson. And I found this whole segment to be kind of relatable. As we have Miss Kirisu first having a problem with the laptop, so she stays up later, she gets tired, and then she loses her keys, and then she finds them again later on. But I too have personally been in situations where I've been super tired to the point where my eyes just won't stay open. And I too have misplaced items such as keys due to bad memory. And honestly, yes, this was funny, but at the same time, it was a little bit scary because, I'm like, well, I've been in these situations so many times, and thanks for teaching me how I can somehow overcome this problem. But I know I probably won't anytime soon, so thanks for that. Yay, great episode. Nevertheless, an enjoyable segment involving Miss Kirisu, as we get some good comedy, facial expressions and reactions, and good animation with her character. Honestly, I can't say much about Asumi Koinami, apart from my personal opinion, but I know Miss Kirisu is a very popular character, and I can see a lot of people enjoying this part of the episode. All in all, this episode was full of great comedy, and it was super fun to watch. The animation was brilliant, the sound effects were great too, and the way they've structured the episode was nice as well. I like the fact that they kept it to 2 parts, so that was good, as well as the fact is they did do a good job overall in the execution. Everything flowed nicely and transitioned well. Yes, some things were a bit predictable, but again, who else are they going to put in this episode other than jabroni characters, which we don't really have in this series, so that's a good thing in itself, because we don't have to worry or care about people that we don't need to in the long term. So, all in all, if you're having a bad day and you want cheering up, I would recommend to go and watch this episode, because it will put a smile on your face hopefully, and who knows, it may even make your day a little bit more brighter. As well as the fact is you'll learn how to strengthen your memory by not being like Miss Kirisu. So, if you've enjoyed this episode of We Never Learn and this review, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you're new so you never miss a video from me, and until next time, I hope you'll have an amazing day, and I'll be seeing you all next time. Bye bye for now.